Hi everyone, it's been a minute. I just wanted to share some things that God has been dealing with me about during this season, and I think this is for a lot of people that God has just been calling us deeper into a deeper relationship with Him, where we don't have the comforts of social media, people, different things. Not that community and people are bad. It's just putting them in their proper place. Because even food, we need food to eat. Those kinds of things. But it's putting it in its proper place. That God allows things to a certain level when we're not ready to deal with it, that He'll deal with things in our lives, as we continue our relationship with Him, that He's not going to try to make you transform every little sin and thing out the gate when we get saved. We just aren't capable of handling everything He has for us. So He deals in increments with those things. And I've gotten to the place where I thought, okay, I've reasonably I have a solid relationship with God, and I'm finding that there's just deeper. There's always more to know about Him, and there's deeper places that it gets harder to want to face them. You know, there's this level of just giving it all, that you think you gave it all, and He's like, no, there's more. And then you think you gave it all, and then there's more. And so I'm at the place where I'm at a more place, and just allowing Him to have all the fears, all of the stuff, and saying, God, I trust you with everything. That when you tell me in this relationship that let that person go, or say this to this person, and you know that it's going to upset that person, but it's what that person needs to hear, and you're loving that person. It's not out of judgment or beratement, but it's out of God's telling you to say something, but you don't want to because you know that it might put that relationship in jeopardy. But you're willing to let God have everything. When God says, don't open Facebook, spend some time with me, are you going to let Him order your day and have your day, have your money? If He says give money to somebody, are you willing to do it and not care what happens next? Because you trust Him. You know that He's going to do the right things for your life, because He's already proven it so many times in His word, in your life, that you're thankful for the things that He's already done for you, and you're coming to Him with thankfulness and worship and allowing Him to have everything else. That's where He shows who we really are. This is who I've made you to be. These are the things that I have for you. And I have so many awesome things, but I need you to be submitted every day to being the words that I tell you to speak. I need it to be through your voice, because I've made you to be you, and somebody needs to receive it from you. So are you going to obey that because it needs to come from you? Are you going to give to this person because I need them to see this through you? Are you going to pray to me because I want to hear your voice? I want to hear your words. I made you to be a certain way, to accomplish certain things, because it's you. And I don't want it from somebody else. I want it from you. Are you going to allow me to define who you are? I don't want you to say, but God, I'm not good enough, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, or I'm not qualified for that because I already went through that. I don't need to do that. Not humble in multiple different ways. Are you going to humble yourself and let God say, I get to be the one? And it ends up being the most fulfilling thing. But we get in the way because we don't feel worthy, or we feel like we're too good for it. And just to allow God to have all of it is just, I don't know, there's just such a depth of worship and honor to God that we can have when we allow Him to have everything, when he illuminates something. So just don't give up. Seek God and allow Him to show you who He is to you, and to just really lean into the things that He's saying during this season, because it's so powerful that when we do it, He shows up in such crazy, amazing ways. And I'm just looking forward to all the things that God is about to do in our walks when we give into this. So be encouraged, and let him have everything.